Hi, hello, and welcome to another PokePeach Market Monday video, where we are going to be looking at a bunch of different sets, everything from booster boxes, ETBs, booster bundles, and singles, to see where the market currently stands. But before you and I dive headfirst into this crazy Pokemon market, I do want you to know that I'm going to be running a 500 subscriber giveaway for a Prismatic Evolutions ETB. And this one's going to be a real giveaway. Thank you to the user who called me out in the last video that said, hey, that's not like an actual giveaway, that's a raffle. I apologize. I'm new to this game. I'm still learning. That raffle is still currently taking place if you want to enter into that. But this one's going to be a real giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe, like, and comment, and you'll be entered. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to be keeping track of it because I am quite a ways away from getting that 500 subscribers. But I'm pretty proud of the way I'm going to be keeping track of this. You'll see. I'll show you soon. All right, let's go ahead and dive first into this. Hopefully, we will survive through it. We cannot talk about this booming market without talking about surging sparks. Like it, hate it, love it, or leave it, it's happening. And our booster boxes are now at $204 market price with some still pretty good sales volume going on here. We can see as of yesterday that we still had 32 items sold with an average price of $204.34. Today, pretty much every single sale is over $200. And something to keep in mind about this, guys, is this is not showing the actual shipping and taxes. This is just what it was listed for. Look how many sales we have just today alone. So unfortunately, I don't see these booster boxes decreasing before the end of the year. I've been saying it from the start. They're not decreasing before the end of the year. There's not going to be a reprint. Again, maybe the only thing that might happen is some of the big box stores getting a second wave in December for the holiday season, but I do not see that happening. All of the local game stores that I have contacted, as well as some really big players here on YouTube who have distribution, have confirmed that their distributors are completely out of it, that they don't have any more. Peach State, Southern Hobby, all of it, right? So do not bank on these prices going down before the end of the year, guys. The Surging Sparks Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs, you can get them as low as 103 right now. Market price on it is 109, and you can see it dropped pretty severely here. I think I would actually go ahead and start picking these up at 103. I don't think it's that bad. You can like pretty much safely assume that these are never going to be reprinted. So at $103, I think this would be a pretty good investment if you're planning on being a long-term holder. If you're just looking for packs, for me personally, this is not the way that I would go. That's just me. Again, it's just me. You always do you. You do what makes you happy. That's the most important thing. It's the most important thing. Moving on. The regular ETBs, they're also kind of shocking. I've been selling a lot of these lately, and we have a new market price on them at 58. You can see the graph down here. They are climbing. I think it's because the people are kind of getting priced out of the booster boxes, so they're starting to lean towards these ETBs. And frankly, I will say on today's stream, we actually had some pretty good hits in these ETBs. We actually got a Hydreigon SIR out of it. One of the boxes, it had 5 hits out of 9 packs. That's a pretty good hit ratio. Pretty good one. Look at the Pikachu. Pikachu right now, it's at an all-time low of 400. Just an all-time low of 400 going on here. Hey, it used to be $550 something, but it has actually dropped, which is kind of surprising to me because when we scroll down below and we look at the graph here, it doesn't look like it has really dropped, but it has, because I've seen it at 551. So someone explain what's happening on TCG Player right here, because it's been higher than this peak of 392. Someone let me know in the comments down below, please. While the Pikachu is dropping though, it's kind of cool to see how some of the other SIRs are picking up, like Milotic or Milotic, whichever way you want to pronounce it. It is increasing, and I've pulled 2 of these on the stream so far. That was super fun. So it's going to show you a negative 5% here. However, look at the all-time low down here to 80. And that was all the way back in, November 11th, all the way back. That's not even actually that long. We look at it now, and it's all the way up to 94.28. I anticipate that while the Pikachu is going to keep decreasing, that some of these other bigger chase cards, or these chase cards like Milotic, like Latias, that they're going to keep climbing, because I don't think that they actually reached their peak value when the set first came out. Everybody just wanted the Pikachu. Now that it's starting to slow down, some of that hype is starting to change, and you're seeing these cards like Milotic, and the Latias starting to pick up. Look at this right here, near mint Latias. We're looking at 2 $246. When we scroll down to look at the market price, it's 207. And if we look at the data here, you're not really going to see any sales under 200. You're not going to see any sales under 200 within the past like 3-4 days here. So I stand corrected. There's one on the 23rd at 195. My bad, I apologize. Sometimes we make mistakes. Subscribe for making less mistakes in the future. All right, looking at 151 Elite Trainer boxes, they are continuing to rise. This $99 buy box right here isn't really reflective, in my opinion, of what's going on. It does have $11.99 shipping right here. If we scroll down to the bottom, you will see that it has a $105 market price right now. And more importantly, you can see the volume. The volume is still good. Pretty much daily. What are we selling daily here? 10 items, 18 items, 32 items. If we look at the data on this, most of these ETBs, they are being sold above 100. So some of the ones that are maybe a little bit lower than 100, maybe the seller just didn't have as many sales or something like that, so they're trying to sell at a little bit lower of a rate. But the ETBs, they're still climbing. I always have anticipated that they're going to continue to climb because we're not going to get a reprint of the ETBs, and we're also not going to get a reprint of the booster bundles. I thought the booster bundles would stay kind of where they're at, but they're actually still rising. Here we can see we got a buy box of $664. Scrolling down to the bottom, you can see the graph. It looks really healthy. These are like the big cases right here. It's the case, it's the booster bundle display. So you're going to see less volume here. But the important thing is that you see it still continuing to rise. And even when I went to the local card show the other day, one of the things that was selling the most was sealed booster bundles. So maybe it's a good buy. Maybe even though Blooming Waters is coming out and 151 stabilized a little bit, I think these ETBs, these booster bundles, even just keeping them sealed, I think it could be, I'm starting to think it could be a pretty good investment. Let's take a look at some of the singles. Charizard right here, we got a buy box of $224.79. I'm super jealous of those of you who are on my stream who have this card. I wish I had this card. But also, you know that I'm incredibly happy for you. If we scroll down to the bottom, we do see that it still has kind of like leveled off here. It just kind of seems to be bouncing around, but the volume is still pretty good as far as 26 items sold. The market price on it is $191. I did want to bring up the Squirtle though, because it does kind of remind me of the Pikachu versus the Milotic and all of that. The Squirtle, it's not as big of a chase, but the Squirtle is healthier as far as the market goes right now. The Squirtle is actually healthier than the Charizard. It is continuing to climb. Over the past 3 months, we see a 44.87% increase. So some of these, I just see a certain trend in some of the top taste cards in each set decreasing a little bit, while some of the smaller cards are starting to take off. Yay for the little guy. I wish this wasn't the case, but Blooming Waters also continues to get sold out. GameStop here says that it is coming soon. So I just wanted to bring this up real quick, and I also wanted to put out a little warning about what may be coming on eBay. If it's anything like Prismatic Evolutions, we're going to end up seeing the same thing on eBay for Blooming Waters. This is what I'm talking about. On eBay, we already have some listings. This is for one box for $139.99. Down below, we see 10 boxes for $13.99. We see 5 boxes for $699.95. I would not be buying right now, guys, because again, the Blooming Waters is not going to be exclusive to these big box stores like Target, Sam's Club, Walmart. It's not going to be exclusive to them. There are multiple streamers, there are multiple YouTubers who have smaller stores who have confirmed that they are getting Blooming Waters. So I would wait for them to have it because they're probably going to try and sell it closer to MSRP than these people here on eBay. Again, I understand the flip game. I understand trying to make the dollar, but let's all just admit that it is kind of a bummer. For collecting right now, I would say absolutely wait. Do not go in. Do not go in on these eBay listings. I have absolutely nothing to say about Prismatic right now because I made a whole video about it yesterday and it's kind of the same old, so let's just move on to discussing a little bit more about how I'm going to be doing this 500 subscriber giveaway. Currently, at the time of making this video, I don't even have 70 subscribers. So here's how this giveaway is going to work. Once a week, I am going to be making a Pokemon market video. On each of those videos, I'll always announce that I have a 500 subscriber giveaway going on. The giveaway is going to be for the Prismatic Evolutions ETB, and all you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed, that you like the video, and that you comment before the next week's video. Every week before I upload the next video, which the soonest it will ever be is on Monday, I will go into the comments and I will make sure to upload this Google spreadsheet right here. And each tab will be one of the videos. So like here's video 1. If you comment, you like, you subscribe, I will go ahead and add your name here, right? And then On the next video, we'll go over to the other tab. I'll add your name here. By the time we are done, by the time I hit 500 subscribers, we will go ahead and move everything over to the master list. From there, I'll go ahead and do a little spin wheel. I'll probably do it live, knowing me. I'll do it live because I like to keep everything 100. So on each week's video, if you add a comment, it will count for 1 entry. Please don't like spam the comments though, because if you put like 5 comments on one video, that doesn't count for 5 entries. But if you're staying tuned each week and adding a comment on each one of those videos, then, you know, by the time I reach 500 subscribers, then you might end up having 10, 20 entries, depending on how many videos I need to make in order to get to 500 subscribers. Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, please leave a comment down below, which will get you an entry into the giveaway, and I'll try to explain it the best that I can. But I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good, right? We good? Okay, moving on. Let's look at Twilight Masquerade having a hard time right now. It went way up and now it's going down. Look at on the month. It's sad. It's almost at a 10% decrease right here. So it's going down, 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 unfortunately. But maybe it's actually a little bit better for those of us who want to get our hands on it. I don't know. I guess it depends on like what boat you're in. If you were trying to invest on it, maybe it's sad. It's a bad, rough time. For those who wanted to get their hands on it, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe. But another thing to look at is that Top Chase Greninja. While the boxes are declining, the card is still increasing. On 3 months here, we can see that it has still grown 13.24% increase right here. You still have like 9 items, 9 of these cards being sold between the 20th and 22nd. The market price on it is $328. You know, it's still pretty strong. So I kind of look at that as a good thing. I think it's good that the box price is going down. It gives more people the opportunity to get a card that is still currently trending upwards. I also wanted to check in with Paldean Fates, both the Charizard and the Mewtwo. They are also doing pretty well. Look at this Zardy going on right here. Huge spike. Once again, arguably market manipulation. We have 91 items sold right here, and then you see the volume drop back down. So possibly market manipulation, but again, it's holding its value. If somebody went in there or a group of people went in there and did this, it is potentially paying off for them as of right now. I still think even without this 99 or 91 cards sold, I still think that this is going to be trending upwards in the future, just because I think it's becoming harder and harder to get your hands on Paldean Fates. Check out the $207 buy box of the Mew, the Bubble Mew going on here. I feel so bad because I've had so many of you try to go in on Paldean Fates on my stream to get the Bubble Mew, and we have not pulled it. And I feel terrible about it. I hope that you get it in the future. I do. I am rooting for you. You know who you are. But check out this graph. It is soaring. It is soaring, and this one to me does not seem like market manipulation. I just think that the Bubble Mew is such a popular card, and it is continuing to climb with a very healthy type of climb here with no market manipulation going on. Here's a move that I recently made that I'm starting to wonder is going to put me at an $830 loss. I got a case of Paldea Evolved, right? Because Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames, they received a reprint, which is kind of a sign that it's going to be your last opportunity to get your hands on them. I tried to get an Obsidian Flames case, but they ended up canceling on me. The Paldea Evolved though did go through. I got it for $830. So at this buy box price right now and at the market price right now, it would be really, really difficult for me to turn it around for any sort of profit. And looking at this graph, it seems extremely volatile, right? We had it all the way down here at 132, then it drops up, then it pops up to 145. Now we're all the way back down again at 132. If we look at a longer spread right here for 6 months, we can see that it's still at a low. So I'm just hoping that because this is it's going to become an older set, that like Chilling Reign, like some of the Scarlet and Violet stuff, like we're going to end up seeing this climb to $200 a box in the future. I have no idea how long that will take, but it's what I'm hoping for. And while I'm waiting for that to happen, you know that I'll also put this onto the stream, guys. You know, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me right now because I did get it at a pretty high rate, but I will have it available on the stream. I'll try to make it as best of a deal as I can without me going super into the red. Here are some of the singles that motivated me though to invest into Paldea Evolved. When you look at Paldea Evolved, the lineup isn't actually that crazy, all things considered, but we do have the Magikarp in there, and this is a very popular card. It is having a buy box of 129.37. It is climbing, and look how low the numbers are. Look how low the volume is. This to me means that it's growing healthfully, right? That there's not that much much out there. And so with it kind of being the last opportunity to try and get the Magikarp, maybe it's going to help these boxes rise a little bit faster than slower. Gosh, I'm stumbling all over my words. There's also the Tyranitar. I do think that this one is going to be healthy as well. It's not a incredibly popular card, but we do have a buy box on it right now of $39.98, which pretty much matches the market price. But once again, if we look at the graph, it does seem to be climbing on the 3 months. If we look at 6 months here, we see that it was at a low. This huge bar right here probably kind of implies a little bit of market manipulation. But again, I just think I have faith that this is going to climb. I am a little bit worried that I'll be at an $830 loss, but most of everything goes up. And I trust the people here who have been saying that, like, Paldea Evolved and Obsidian Flames, they got their reprint. It's going to be the last time you can get it. So I trust that. And if I have to hold on to this for a while for it to pay off for me, then, so be it. I will wait patiently. As a teacher, I have an incredible amount of patience. Because we're on the topic, let's go ahead and look at Obsidian Flames as well. This is a full case right here for $739.89. That's actually not that bad of a price. It does have a shipping though of $19.98. Let's look at the graph down below, because I think this will be eye-opening as to where Obsidian Flames is going, even though that is kind of not the most favorited set in Scarlet and Violet. Look at the month graph. It is increasing. It is going up. And we also see the volume increasing as well. Yes, it's only like one item sold, but as far as when those items are being sold, it is increasing. And part of that is because of the fact that there was a reprint. You have these people who have distribution, who now have quite a bit of it, and they are marking it up. They're not getting it at $700.39. They're probably getting it more so, I would say, around $620, maybe even $599. So anyways, it's a win for them and possibly a win for you, considering that all boxes seem to eventually reach at least $200. It's just opinions, not 100% guarantee. Nothing's 100% guarantee. And then looking at the single here, the top chase Charizard coming out of Obsidian Flames, we have a buy box of $54.55, and it does seem to be growing. So the two people on my stream who have pulled this, hey, good news for you. This looks like it is growing. 3 months. In just 3 months, it is 23.72% increase. And everybody's always talking about like, oh, Obsidian Flames, it's so easy to pull the Charizards. While that might be the case in the past and made it not as popular of a set, I think people are starting to come around because they're realizing that it is the last opportunity to get it, and it's a Zardy. A Zardy is a Zardy is a Zardy. People like a Charizard. People are going to want a sealed box with Charizard right on the front with that Tyranitar. It looks great. It looks phenomenal. Who wouldn't want it? I'm still working on getting a case for myself. I'll let you know when I have it. As of right now, I just cannot justify it with the amount of product that I have behind me, with my Stellar Crown that is supposed to be getting here today, and as well as my Paldea Evolve that is coming. Right now, I can't justify it. I'm trying to get it as soon as possible because I know that this price here, it's just going to continue to rise. That's what I believe. What do you believe? Tell me in the comments down below. Get the entry for the giveaway. All right, I think this was kind of a long one. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If you stuck around, thank you so much for watching. Again, people on YouTube, I am trying to figure out how to get the stream going here on YouTube. All right, you could, if you want to support the channel at all, you can go ahead and check out my shop. I only have like 10% of my inventory on that shop because I dedicate most of it to the stream. So yeah. Thank you. I will see you next time. Peace.